Guys, I don't know about you, but I'm still reeling over Dragon Ball Super episode 63. There couldn't have been a more perfect episode of Dragon Ball Super to kick off the Crunchyroll Anime Labs Daisuke era, the streaming era of Dragon Ball Super. I'm still reeling over how awesome that episode was. And I don't know about you guys, but I've never, since the beginning of Dragon Ball Super, I have never been more excited for the next episode than I have this week. I mean, never. I usually get really hyped up, but like I'm in one of those moods right now, guys, where I wish it was already next week. I wish it was already next weekend so we can all watch this episode and bask in the glory that is Dragon Ball Super. Talk about a turnaround. Right, this show went from being kind of kind of whatever, to slowly getting better, and now we have what I consider a pretty fun show to watch every week. I hope you guys agree with me down in the comments. Definitely let me know. It's not perfect, but it's better than we could all imagine. So on this video, like always, guys, I'm going to give you my Dragon Ball Super Episode 64 preview, where I'm going to predict what I think is going to happen in the episode, breakdown scene by scene what I think might happen. Also, those of you wondering, when you saw the thumbnail for this video before you clicked it, you're probably wondering where that image of the Black and Zamasu fusion, which as of this recording does not have an official name yet. We're probably going to get the name either next week or the week after. And if we get the name before then, I will leave a comment on this video to keep you guys up to date about what information I get regarding this episode. But if you're wondering where that thumbnail came from, it's from Dragon Ball Heroes, the new Super Dragon Ball Heroes mission. I got the thumbnail for this video. That's where it's from, because they're already previewing that fusion as well as some pretty cool stuff. So anyways, let's go ahead and go through this. I'm going to go ahead and break down. I am going to break down, let me get rid of what I searched for. I'm going to break down Dragon Ball Super 64 scene by scene. Let's do it. Alright, first and foremost, Goku lunges at Zamasu, and I love this shot right here of him punching Zamasu and bending his cheek in. Kind of reminds me of when Trunks punched Satan during the tournament. And of course, his cheek was bending. I thought that was cool. And I like Zamasu's like wide fish eyes. That's kind of a cool image there. Alright, now, this shot right here. Notice that Goku Black's hair is a little darker than usual. It's more magenta. I'm wondering what that is. And as you notice, there's multiple Goku Blacks. So in a recent stream I did with Opie Senpai on Honest Anime Live Reactions, I talked about how this could be Goku Black doing the Zanzo-ken, or the imaging technique. Those of you who remember classic Dragon Ball, you remember that technique being used frequently. Or he might be using like a body split technique. But there seems to be multiple Goku Blacks. And it looks like, let's go ahead and go back here. It looks like one of them got blasted, so these are probably not real Goku Blacks. They're probably just like hallucinations or illusions that Goku Black is doing. So again, guys, I find it very interesting that Goku Black he has abilities that we haven't even seen yet, and I really like that. Let's keep going. Black, Zamasu, you may be strong and immortal, but let me keep going here. It looks like you're running out of steam. Of course, in the last episode, we saw Vegeta and Goku, getting them some. Now, I want to go back, though, and talk about this shot right here. This is like some Majin Buu stuff right here. It looks like the smoke comes together to form, I guess this is another Goku Black. Who even knows? There we have kind of an awkward that's an awkward piece of art right there. Look at Goku's face right there in Zamasu. Looks a little bit weird. So, of course, there's Goku Black. Now, notice that in this, shot, Goku Black has his hair the right way. So, what the hell did we just see? I'm thinking it's going to be an illusion is what I'm thinking it is, yo. Now, hold on. I didn't mean to double click that. Let's go back here. So, there we see the building shattering, which I think is always cool. Mai's freaking out. She's probably about to die there. Of course, Trunks, Bulma, and Mai trying to repair the time machine. From here on out, it's time for our payback. Now, this is pretty badass right here, guys. Check out this shot. It looks like, look at this. So it looks like he's forming the psionic blade. We're going to get back to that. But if you look right here, look at how it sticks out like this. This is more like a scyther. So is Goku Black's techniques with his hand getting better? Is this a new variation on that blade technique that he uses, that key blade? Is that what's going on here? We have a shot of Bulma there totally out of context, probably nothing to do with the scene. But I'm just kind of thinking this is pretty cool right here, how we see this like scyther, like he's gonna use that move on Goku and Vegeta, who knows? And it looks like he might have used it to cut like a hole. Like, what is this hole? Is this a portal, or is this him creating those illusionary Goku Blacks? My prediction, and of course I want to hear yours in the comments, is that those are indeed, he's creating those fake Goku Blacks. And it looks like Vegeta over here is just chilling. Yo, he's just like not really intimidated by this. So maybe the fake Goku Blacks are, you know, they're probably not a threat to him. In fact, I'm pretty sure, you know what, I'm going to go on a limb right now. I'm going to say, yeah, that's what he's doing right here. And the reason why the hair is darker is because they're illusions and it matches with the psionic blade color. Zamasu, I'm going to seal you away. There's Zamasu with his wacky smile. Don't underestimate the strength of mortals. I love that. There's Black and Zamasu. I'm sorry, Goku and Zamasu going at it. Now, here's the big money shot that everybody's been talking about, okay? It must be discussed. Next time on Dragon Ball Super, revere him, praise him, Fusion Zamasu's explosive birth. Now, they're using the word Fusion Zamasu when really the word that's being used is merged Zamasu. So, just letting you guys know, there's a little bit of a weird translation there by Crunchyroll. It's not anything too crazy, but it looks like it's kind of just a weird translation. But it doesn't matter. You know what's going on here. I mean, there's no, there's no really explanation that I can really give you that hasn't already been given, guys. Goku Black and Zamasu, as I predicted, I prognosticated this, and I know a lot of you guys did too. It's cool. Are going to flip ears with the Potara and fuse to make the Supreme God. So when we got the episode leaks and we saw the Supreme God, I just knew that that's what happened here. And let's keep going. He just looks scary. There, of course, we see the white hair. A lot of people have been saying, oh, that must be Toriyama's white-haired villain. Well, Zamasu has white hair no matter what, so I don't know if that's the case. But I think some people are assuming that this is Super Saiyan White. I don't think that's what's going on here. In fact, for all we know, Zamasu, this new fusion of Zamasu and Black, might be able to tap into the pink hair. So maybe he's going to go from white to pink. I don't think this is Super Saiyan White. I really don't believe that's the case. It's just the fact that Zamasu himself has white hair. But I really like this creepy aura. Like, this is a scary looking dude. He looks like Satan, bro. Like, this is a scary... This is one of the creepiest looking like villains we've seen in Dragon Ball in quite some time. Because, I mean, look at him. Like, he's all cocky. And, like, the fact that his outfit is, like, black with, like, white... Or, I'm sorry, like, red trimmings. Like, this is a scary looking dude, yo. And, of course, Goku and Vegeta are freaking out. And then there he is. He's going to open his eyes. Yes. And this is the fusion of Zamasu and Black. So yes, folks, Zamasu and Black, there you see the Potaras are going to fuse. And like I predicted, Goku and Vegeta will also fuse, but not in this episode. My prediction is that during this episode, we're going to see some fights. And I think that by the end of the episode, I want to say in the last half of the episode, maybe even the last 2 or 3 minutes, Goku and Vegeta are going to have the upper hand on Zamasu and Black. In other words, Zamasu and Black are going to be freaking out because Zamasu's worried about getting put in the Mafuba jar and Black's worried about getting killed by Vegeta. So as a last-ditch resort, they're going to go ahead and fuse Potara Fusion, which, as you guys know, Potara Fusion is significantly more powerful than Metamor and Finger Fusion. If you don't believe me, watch my video I did called Fusion Explained, where I break it down. I break down all different fusions. It's on my channel. Tons of videos for you to watch if you haven't watched them on my channel. I got so many things explaining things. Just devour that content if you wish. But anyways, I do believe that the episode near the end will have the fusion. And then I think that Goku and Vegeta are going to fight Zamasu Black, or whatever you want to call this guy. I think they're going to fight him and they're going to lose. They're going to try and go 2-on-1. They're going to lose. Trunks might even jump in, make it 3-on-1, probably the week after. And then they're going to say, screw it, we have to fuse. And that's when we're going to see the new Vegito. That's when I think we're going to see blue-haired Vegito. I think we're going to see blue-haired Vegito. Not next week, the week after. That's my prediction. How strong is this Black Zamasu fusion? I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine the shit he's going to wreck. Anyways, guys, Thanks for watching my prediction breakdown video. I really appreciate it. Make sure you punch that subscribe button if you like my content. And thank you as always for supporting the channel. I cannot wait. I can't. I'm on pins and needles waiting for this thing. I will talk to you guys down the road.